Hi folks, just getting set up here. Okay, let me okay, I think we're good. Oh, music. Right, for today, we're gonna go space. The final frontier. Space theme. Oh, wait a minute. Live season, Spotify. YouTube. Let's go YouTube. The reason it's space themed is because we're going to space. Well, we're preparing to go to space today. We need to get the space station 22XL. So we're gonna there's two reasons to go to space for a space station. One's to build PvP ships, the other's to build, well, I guess they're the same reason really. But the other is to build some PvE ships. So actually it's spaceship building, so space only. I didn't really think that through, but you get the idea. So what we need for that is we need a space core, at least one. Space core unit. Now they will be selling on the market for 6.1 million. Not too bad. Might even buy one of those today just to get us up there. But we definitely want to set a line up because we're going to be expanding our base in that. We'll need more than one L core eventually. So we'll go space core unit L. Oh, what do you know? You need rare anti-gravity units, which I've just put in. So we'll get that done. Advanced assembly line L. Oh, silly me. Set this as the container. So we'll get that going. That's the objective for today. In addition to that, we want to build weapons. So we need to manufacture. I'm gonna go large cannons to start with because that's what I used last time I played. But I suspect the meta's moved on, so I need to probably do a bit of digging into what that meta is. And then Yeah, building those. So weapons, shields. We need shields as well. So a variety of things, really. So advanced assembly line. L's. We'll start with the space cores because this is going to take the longest. That music's pretty loud. Such a good song. Fuck it, I love this film as well, Interstellar. Probably one of my favourite films ever made. I think we're going to play that again. This is going to link to our core units. Space core L. Space core units L. Maintain 4 of these. These take core unit L schematics. I thought I would have a few of them. Let's get building those. Oh, researching. Let me just transfer that quanta from my wallet. Do it for 4 of those. Okay, so we need advanced and uncommon components. That's basic. Common and advanced components. We need rare power systems. And then we need get the anti-gravity stuff. I need to expand that line as well because they're needed for the AGG unit. And then rare standard frame L. Don't produce rare large frames yet. Standard frames. Need some metalworks. Rare standard frame L. Copy that. That. Maintain those at 4. That to that. Rename it so we know what the fuck it is. Then we need Silliman and SCAL alloy. SCAL alloy is up here, so we'll just drag that while we're up here. Silliman. Go there. Sorry, I don't have the chat up, so I'm not seeing. I know it's chatting anyway, so we're okay. It's very. It won't be necessarily be a long stream this today. And what is interesting is it says we have 0 left. I thought I had some of those because I made some core unit L schematics. There we go. So in theory, I think what's going to be holding us back? Rare core system L, of course. We haven't got that. Don't have any advanced electronics, which we'll need to remedy. Okay, sorry, just having a swig of my coffee there. Advanced electronics. This is where our advanced core system M is, which I believe we use to make M cores currently. Hey Wilder, welcome to the channel. How's it going? What's the volume of those red core systems? Volume 728 litres. Do we get in an excess? Yes. This could fit 2 in. That's fine. I'm very well, thank you. Just a bit of a short stream today, doing got a lot of really real life stuff on. Well, I had a lot of real life stuff on this morning, and some this afternoon. Oh, later on this evening. Me and the wife have a kid-free evening, so yeah, we're gonna hopefully enjoy a little bit of the nice weather. I say nice, it's just not windy and rainy here, so we constitute that as nice. And then we'll probably go for a meal, but in between, until that point, I've got a few hours just to get my DU fix for the day out of the way. I'm back playing MyDU after the release of it, and I'm loving it, I have to be honest. Breath of fresh air. Some of the quality of life improvements they've made on there. I'm playing on the 3rd verse, and it's just it's just nice. The only thing I think is missing for me is there's no PvP. Doesn't seem to be much attention to PvP. Well, they've increased safe zone and stuff like that, and I do like PvP. But that being said, everything else I really do appreciate, and I'm having a swell old time. So we have to red core. Are you? What server are you playing on? If you don't mind me asking. So, uncommon components, advanced components. common electronics all the way up to rare electronics and fluoropolymer. So uncommon and advanced components. Uncommon up to rare electronics. So power systems, electronics are here. The biggest quality of life improvement, and I think I mention this on every stream I do, is the number of links to containers. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm not forever putting down transfer. I still have to put transfer units down on occasion, but nowhere near as much. And fluoropolymer. Right, so those should start cooking. Excellent. 11 hours. So I think probably by tomorrow we'll start seeing the space core units start producing. I want to stick another line of rare anti-grav cores down, maybe 2, because I'm also trying to build that AGG at the same time. So I don't want this line to hamper that too much. The AGG is for a tri-scanner. Well, I'm building the tri-scanner. I'm going to do an AGG variant just to play around with it. We think it can fit in there. We're looking at it the other night, and I believe there is hope that it'll fit in a medium AGG. Let's rename that number 3. Rename that number 4. Want to make wait a minute. Rare anti-gravity core. Ah, they're basic electronics. Schoolboy error. So I'm doing this the long way around a little bit. I could, if you're looking to get space stations there, obviously you can just go and buy the core units. You don't even have to get the L core. I mean, 6 million is probably okay. You know, there's not much supply at the moment on this service, so I think it's a reasonable price. What's that? One or two large missions. However, I am going to be expanding. I've done that again. No, it's advanced electronics. I am going to be expanding the space station beyond the initial L core. So we want to have a line up to really start churning out more cores as and when we need them. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to increase this up to 800. Right, so we need basic and uncommon components. It's building towards something, this song. I think it's some, what's this called? Atmospheres. Feeling it. Let's change the tune. Silliman, Duralumin, AI, Li, and SCAL. Okay, we've got this more or less done there. I think that's everything. I'll just have one check in a moment. Yeah, we've gone green, so we're good. Excellent. So the next bit, need to decide what I'm gonna opt for in terms of sort of ship we want to build. I think we want an M core for PvE. Start with an M core. The idea behind it is we can it's just to dust some of the cobwebs off using the combat mechanics. I did the same about a year ago on the live server, so we'll opt for that. So we'll start with medium cannons and medium radars. So we check the market. No ammunition. It used to be precision cannons, but I believe that meta's dead now. Heavy, defense, agile. None of those are for sale. I wasn't expecting them, to be fair. We'll probably want to look at advanced agile, advanced heavy. Just have a look and see what our specs look like these days. So agile and heavy, the best damage output. Everything has the same rate of fire. They all have the same reload, same magazine volume. The defensive cannons appear to have best optimal cone range. Defense and heavy have the best damage output. Optimal cone range. Heavy and defense look like to be pipping it again. Maximum cone angle. Heavy and defense again. Tracking speed. I'd expect Agile to have the best tracking speed, and indeed it does. Oh no, Precision has fairly good tracking speed. Fall off. Same again. Fall off range. Optimal range. Precision and defense. Fall off range. Yeah, precision defense. Defense aren't doing too bad actually. I wonder if defense aren't the best. Might not be the best actually, just looking at this. So where they didn't have the greatest tracking. However, cannons have good tracking anyway. I'm tempted to go with defense. I thought they had better damage actually. Sorry, I got confused there. I thought they had the joint best damage. Okay. I'm gonna go with defense. We don't get the damage bonus, but we have better fall off and optimal. Good tracking. Sorry, the same tracking as heavy, but good cones. So I think defense all the way to go. So cannon. Advanced defense cannon L. Should we just go straight to res? We just go straight to res, don't we? Advanced assembly line L. Oh, hang on a minute. It's M that I need. So I only want M cannons for now. And we'll stick a line or two in. 5 hours production time. Actually, we need to check on here because that tells fibs, as we know with the anti-gravity unit. Defense cannon M. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. So you need to stick medium cannons on a medium core. And also you need a medium core to do the medium missions, which is the ones I want to do. It's production time. 14 hours. There we go. So 4. And we'll maintain these. Maintain these at 12. I really need to start shooting stuff in this game, even if it's NPCs. I need something to let off some steam. We're going to stick a new container in here to hold our weapons. I will build a nice control board at some point. For now, it's a slab of aluminium in the middle of my base. This is a nice song. Oh, it's from the film Sunshine. Adagio in D minor. Weapons. So we can get away with an L container for now. Might have to have multiple of these. That's fine. So we'll link these up. Okay, so I know when we go into this, there's a lot of stuff in this. My factory's not built any ammo or anything in relation to weapons yet, so this is going to be a bit rough in terms of some of the prerequisites set up as well. Let's go with what so it's going to be the firing systems. And then we've got to do ammo after this as well. Because no one will be selling ammo. And I'm not in a nice big org where there's a big ammo dump that I can steal ammo from. I didn't... or use ammo. I didn't steal it necessarily. This is Oasis, Champagne Supernova. It is a space song, I guess, technically. I love this song. But I wouldn't have it down as a space song. I do love it. Well, I'm from the north of England, northwest of England as well. Well, I live in the northwest, I'm not from there specifically. So I have to, by law, like Oasis. We're getting high. You will find company a landslide. I'll stop singing. That's a lie. I'll probably start singing again in a bit. Medium rare, rare reinforced medium frames. Okay, so I think we've got everything we currently make. Then it's the rare firing systems, which are advanced metalworks. And I have everything that they need, thankfully. I'm going to stick these above the screws because you don't get rare screws, so we can repurpose this area of the factory, of the shelving. Right, firing system M. We'll maintain 24 of these. No, we'll maintain 12. Might be too many for this container. Oh no, should be fine. Rename that and rename that. Drag that to there. Uncommon and advanced pipes. And then I think it's uncommon to advanced burners and Marasian steel. So we can take the steel because we're right next to it. Hidden away there. And then we can take the burners. I think my burners are here. Oh, they're magnets. Burners. Rare. Advanced. And uncommon. Voila. Yes. Okay, so although our weapons aren't building yet, they're waiting for the rare firing systems, which should we'll start producing later on today. So that's good. Now it's ammunition. Consumables, ammunition, cannon ammo S. So, reminding myself, agile gives you the better cone. Defensive gives you the better tracking. Heavy gives you the better damage. And precision gives you the better range. I usually like to carry precision and heavy. So we'll build a line of each. Yes, we'll do that. They're in uncommon assembly line. Uncommon assembly line M's. We'll also have to put a container down for that. We'll have to put an extra large container down for it as well, because it is notoriously... It used to be anyway. The volume of ammunition... No worries, man. The volume size of ammunition was significant. From memory. I think in beta, cannon ammo was significantly larger. That's why no one used them. It was bugged. Or, not correctly balanced, shall we say. Ammunition. She spelled ammunition then. Oh, GTA on the mind. I think they've reduced it actually, so we'll just stick with a single large container for it. Rename that ammunition as well. Put a line of each in. So I need one more of these. So my machines don't live here long term. This is just while I'm preparing stuff and setting things up for the first time. I have a basement where, as well as bodies, I keep my assembly lines. I haven't even finished tunneling it all out yet. That is work in progress. Okay. But until I see something running, so for example, this is the AGG line that we put in earlier. Yeah, the other evening. Was it yesterday evening? No. Wednesday evening. Or it might have been Thursday morning actually, by the time I got around to it. So we put this in. But until I see it building, and I know that the line's all good, I leave it up here so I can monitor it. Like for example, I put the rare military space engine XLs in. That's now building, so theoretically I'm happy with that line. So I will move it down eventually. That's the way I like to run the factory. At least. Okay, so we were looking at cannon precision and cannon. We need kinetic and thermal. So we need 2 more lines. So I'm only going to be able to get 1 in at the moment because I'm missing. what we'll probably have as well is, I think on the space station, what I plan on doing is just having somewhere that people can. I've toyed with the idea of setting an org up for PvP and PvE, just sort of collaborate with people on it. So I might have somewhere where ammunition and I provide ammunition and stuff for people. Cannon, precision, kinetic, ammo, so we want to maintain 5,000 of that. It's Major Tom. 7. Ugly reinforced glass and uncommon reinforced frame S. I'll tell you what we'll do. Away. Okay, and we've got the uncommon reinforced frame S, which I believe I produce. Yes, I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, so now we need the advanced solid warheads and the explosive and uncommon explosive module. Yeah, and the advanced explosive module and the advanced solid. So we'll build this. This is made in a basic chemical industry. Which we have none of. Well, we do, but it's not in our... not readily available. Okay. Far across the way. So like that to that. going to be used in both of these. Precision at least. And this needs polycarb, polycalcite and basic connectors. Right, that's producing. Now we need the advanced variant for the thermic. So that means we're going to need an uncommon chemical, which we have right here. Advanced explosive module, let's maintain these at 100. So this needs basic and uncommon connectors. And now we also need the plastic, and we go up to sulfide. This. So carbonate, calcite, and sulfide. So that's underway. Thankfully, none of these need schematics. Okay, now for the cannon precision thermic. Oh no, sorry, for the kinetic. The advanced solid warhead, which is made in the metalworks. Uncommon metalworks. I'm going to put it here. It's tier 3. I wasn't actually going to extend my shelving out here, but I don't have a choice. Just do this. I'll add the uncommon metalworks here. And solid warhead. Maintain that at 100. actually, that only needs an excess container. Okay, steel, stainless steel, and Inconel, and then basic and uncommon pipes. Easy peasy. He says until he has to stick a transfer unit in. Steel. Stainless steel. Inconel. Pipes. And this is needed for the kinetic. Just that one. Yep, so that's just waiting for the advanced explosive, and this should now be waiting for the advanced solid. Excellent, so that's precision ammunition taken care of. As I say, I like to carry a combination of precision and heavy. Just in case someone's on the run. Or you're moving in for the kill, depending which way around it is. Like I say, I'm not up to speed on the meta, so when I left, cannons were king. But I can see you already looking at them, they've changed it. It looks like they've nerfed precision cannons a little bit, which is good, because they were just the de facto, yep. It just didn't make sense to use any other type of cannon at the time. I also love the sound of cannons when they go off in this game. It's a fucking awesome sound. And yeah, when you're sitting on top of someone with cannons and you're ripping into them, it's a good feeling. Okay, so we're now looking at heavy kinetic cannon, heavy kinetic M. And we're going to have to do the thermic schematics. Ah. Ammo does need schematics. That is lame. I forgot about that. It's tier 3, wasn't it? Yeah, tier 3 ammo. We'll do a quick one to get us going, and then we'll... Oof. Okay, that'll keep us going for a while. Right, so Inconel. That's Mirage and Steel. Reinforced frame S. Common explosive module and advanced solid warheads. That's an advanced frame I've linked to it. Back up to there. It's the uncommon frame S that we were looking for. And I think that my next uncommon industry unit is going to be a while, so I'll need to come back to that. So let's have a recap. So we've got our L Space Core, which is waiting on rare core systems, anti-grav and standard frames. So maybe tomorrow that'll kick off, so that's fine. Got our weapons, which are waiting on firing systems. Then we put our ammunition down. The next thing I need to look at is engines. So in building an M core, I'm probably going to look for large engines. I don't think we'd be looking at extra large for that. We would for the L core. And I've already, with that in mind, started building extra large engines. But for now, we're looking at L. Don't know whether to go what engine combination to use now. So it used to be freights because, quite simply put, you wanted the last meta I was familiar with, fully versed in. It was all speed was king. So everyone built pencil-shaped ships, minimum cross section. They had little to no voxel, and they were as light as you could make them. Because it was all about trying to get your top speed, and you know, maybe if you cared about acceleration, but really what your top speed was king. So a lot of people went for like a 2L rare freight engines and some railguns, so you could get a really high top speed and just sit further out and kite people. It felt really ineffectual doing that. I preferred the cannons, to be honest, or a combination of rail and cannons. It was actually quite good. Before I stopped playing on live, the meta that we'd settled on in Legion was we'd have a 2-seater rail and cannon combination, and it would just eat people alive. Also because what it would do is the spread of the weapon damage was really good as well. So you're inflicting different weapon damage types. So, you know, they couldn't really adjust the shield that well. Just, you know, you were taking all sorts of damage. What would be really good is you could start shooting them with the rails. They'd switch to their or you're shooting with one gun of a specific type. If they have the automated shield adaptation on, which a lot of scripts have, it would switch the shield resistances to that weapon damage, and then you turn your other weapons on and you just tear them a new one. That would happen on occasion, unless you're up against someone who knew what they were doing and they were doing manual shield adaptations. But, you know, especially in large fights where there's a lot going on, may not necessarily have time to micromanage as much as that. So a lot of people just use the automated shield adaptation on the scripts. I know I did anyway, especially in large fights. I didn't have that many small fights, to be honest. I wish I did. I probably would have got my ass kicked, to be honest. I felt even back in live, I didn't get enough. I didn't do enough practice with my org mates, 1v1s, and I certainly didn't get enough, like, in the way of fights, to get the experience I would have been happy with. So yeah, I think I would have got, if I did get in a small fight, I probably would have, with someone who had more experience, I definitely would have got battered. Now, this endeavour on this server at the moment, there isn't much happening for PvP wise. There is alien calls on there. I'm not a fan of the alien call meta, but mechanisms. But I'd give it a go, just in the interest of trying it out. You know, on a smaller scale. But yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. But I figure I could work on stuff on here, and then, you know, if on some of the other servers they do get a bit more PvP orientated, I could take stuff across to there using the mesh tool and stuff. Okay, right. So engines. So the one good thing about freights is that they use at least amount of fuel. However, they have a significant warm up time. Maneuvers might not be a bad shout. Maybe a combination. Now I know in beta I used to use a combination of military and maneuvers. Yeah, we'll try maneuvers for now. The question is, do we do 4 or 3? Mind you, we are putting honeycomb into this ship now. The other ships didn't have honeycomb. We'll do a line of military and maneuvers advanced for now. No need to go rare for PvE, for the engines at least. The guns are so cheap that it's just, you can do it, but for engines to take a bit more. And I think we probably will. We might look at rares for PvP. So that was on common L lines. Common assembly. So I just noticed the music stopped there. YouTube decided to stop it. I'm using YouTube because the wife's using Spotify. Going with space theme. This is Pink Floyd, Keep Talking. I'm not a massive Pink Floyd fan, I have to be honest. I don't dislike it, I just never really got into it. So advanced military space engine L. We'll maintain 12 of these. Link this to our engine containers. Let's have a look at how these are doing actually. Okay, for now, probably gonna have to extend that container. Oh, it's got Stephen Hawkins on it. Advanced. Maneuver Space Engine L. Actually, I think 8's probably better. Right, uncommon screws. The screws run out. We need to... Look at that, all used up. Common screws are probably the most popular thing used in my factory. Given that they are now on their 4th container. Let's add that in. Remove this one's last outlink, which was the defensive cannon M2. Okay. And now we can use this for our engines. Advanced burner and advanced ionic chambers. Well, and frames. So we can get the... is that L's? Yeah, it will be L frames. Advanced burners. Now we only have one machine for advanced burners. Up to 800. Advanced ionic chambers. I think I already produced them for the warp drives. And why aren't these producing? Ah, the screws are still transferring. Okay, so the engines will be underway. So, I'm not building it, starting the PvP ship or PvE ship tonight or anything, or the space station. Well, I might get the. Well, we're not on for too long actually. We've probably got another half an hour or something. But this is just prep work for the next couple of days. But that's all good. Okay, we know about assembly, ammunition. Tier 3 M schematic copies are out. Oh, we don't have any Tier 3 M's. See, I've been caught short there. What I usually do is I produce my schematics, I put half of them in my container, and then when those half are finished, I put the remaining half in, but then kick off another batch. But evidently, I forgot to do that at some point. So we'll produce 1, then we'll produce 10, 20. Yeah. Check the ore. I think we're good on ore. I did an ore run earlier this morning. Yes. Right. Okay, that's excellent. Right, I guess while we wait then, for the last bit of the stream, we'll come back to our tri-scanner. So she's still work in progress, but she's getting there now. The outstanding work is we need to do the back. Need to wrap these engines. I need to work on this a little bit because this doesn't look right. And then I think it's really, I'm not quite happy with this yet. It's my I don't know. It's where the tri-scanners, they look like Pete. We were joking the other day that they look like PC cases, you know. Looked like a console initially, and then I carved it out a little bit, and now it looks like a PC case. So a bit of detail is needed, but before we get, and then maybe some detail on the top, and then I'm happy with it. I don't want to. There's way more that you can do with it to make it look nicer, but ultimately I'm just, and then it's the interior. So I say I'm close to finishing it. I'm probably not. So I think for the engines we're going to keep it fairly simple. What I'd like to do See if this is possible. Let's take that. So slope. Oof. No. So it's gonna have to give. Wait, what sort of slope is that? It's 21, isn't it? That's the main slope of this ship, actually, which is this here. Most of the slopes have been used. Have been this. I've used some 42 slopes. Primarily, it's been this. I'm hoping that's just complaining because there was nothing below it. No. But it's not too hard to fix. Nice song, this. Okay, so that's okay. So what I should be able to do now is extend that out a bit. No. I think we might have a problem here potentially. It's just okay. That's gone okay. It's gone better than I thought it was going to. So the idea is I bring this out a little bit in a different colour, so it'll be aluminium. And then what we'll do is we'll just slope it in and curve it into the engines. Slope it here. And that'll be our rear. What I then need to decide on is what I'm going to do with this. slope is this? Should also be a 21, I believe. Yes. So why is that not fitting? It's very melancholy, this. Switch it up a bit. Spare me a second. Just into it on the other PC. Hope everyone's enjoying their Saturday afternoon as well. Do let me know if you're thinking of starting out on the third verse. I'd highly recommend it. Or if you've just started out and you're just looking to get over that initial grind, it is a bit grindy to start off with. So if you need some assistance for that, I've been handing out like a little hauler and some industry units, containers. The stuff that you just get you over the need to. Someone put it best, like the initial skittle grind. Get you past that. Get you some mining units. Or even if you look, even if you're already underway with something, I make a lot of stuff. Happy to help people out. Gives me an excuse to. I'll even come drop it off as well because I like to come visit people's bases, be nosy, things like that. And the whole reason we play a game like this on a server is to play with other people, really. And that's one of the reasons I stream, is because I found my time in DU, certainly more recently, since I stopped playing with, well, my org stopped playing, as it's been very lonely. Very solitary, shall we say. So I always like visiting people. TWB station. Let's check that out. Just fix this voxel quickly. Then we'll have a look. That's not going to do what I wanted. Right, come on, have a look. TWB station. So I'm guessing this is in space. The Wild Bunch. Ah, you've got ships as well. This will be my connection. I'm on Starlink. Oh. Oh, Jupiter. I said Venus then. That's nice. That is a gorgeous ship. Just want to get a view of them engine pods. Assuming they're engine pods. I think so. They're staggered. They do indeed contain engines. They're absolutely gorgeous. And the little space engines underneath. Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry. Look at that. Great stuff. Oh yes. This is impressive. Hey Willikin. I have my little Astral Logistics that I'm happy to hand out. It's a little hauler. It'll do about 300 tons safely. Can do more than that. I put 400 tons in earlier. I like what you've done to the endurance. You've added more endurance by the looks of things. That is an endurance, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right. And this station here, is this yours, Wilder? This is fantastic. Upselling fuels. Let's go for a ride. Is this your work? Whereabouts are you situated, or would you rather not say? By the looks of things, I think near Haven. Is that Sanctuary? Yeah. That's Moon 4, that's Sanctuary. That's Alioth. So you're just above Haven. Ah, yep, above Haven. Leave the jetpack on. I love these structural cylinders. What would you call them? Girders. They're really nice. Working on the connections here, the corners on these angles. So I'd imagine that what you're looking at next is getting this on an angle. This built on an angle. Looks like you're making good progress there. Ah, so you've got it on an angle. Somewhere. Guess here. Yeah, this is a treat. Let's go into the actual station. Let's. You'll have to invite us back, Wilder, once you're all done. This. Nice interior. This looks like some. Is that gonna be like some sort of airlock or something? About 5 years then. Yes, indeed. Ah, the elevator. Yes, yeah. I love this interior. Really nice. I need to practice on interior. What's this say? The Wild Bunch. Oh wow, got like a prison. I noticed you had there's some other VRs with TWB. Like ship sales and that. Do you sell ships? Love that ship. So really impressive. DRM-free salvage from the main. Okay, let's check that out as well. Well, we're looking. What I'll be. Sorry, that's the applause for the station. It's from the song because it's a live recording. But what I'll be doing next, in the next couple of weeks, is I will be building in space. So, you'll be able to check that out. There's a few things. I think it's more just getting used to its gravity. So, what I like to do is I do like to build near a planet. Need to orient the station so that gravity's pulling, so that where your landing pads are, that it's aligned to the planet or the gravitational pull of the nearest whatever is influencing it. Things like that. Use of the jetpack. But the reason I'm going to be building in space is that's where I'm going to build my my space only ships. 1.3 SU. Yep. Yeah. I think that's roughly where my last space station was. Let's have a look here. The compass. See what they've done there. What is this? So this is DRM-free salvage. So this is basically stuff you've found these ships on the server. And acquired them. Might even have one of mine on here. That's interesting. I like how it's on. Is that just on an angle? Is it designed like that on an angle? Almost like a hand hoover. Nice. Little UFO there. Gotta love that. I'll use the ladder. Okay. Wow. Oh. How they manage that? How's that work? Is it a graphic glitch or something? It does. It fucks with you. It totally fucks with your head. Something cool. Use the ladder. I'm intrigued now. Let's have a look at it. It flies really well, does it? I have to just get one of them, you know. That's pointing to my base. Where are we? Here. TWE ships. I might pop by and get a blueprint of that at some point. I might not have time today. But yeah, if you're after a token ship, really the only one I have going is one of these. It's my little market runner. It's okay for starting out, but anything after that, it's probably not. Probably not gonna cut it above, as I say, above 400 tons. So it can't quite do the missions. So if you come into F8 special, just bear with me a second. It doesn't have a warp core in it. Sorry, I was just had the wipe pop in there, so I'm gonna have to wrap up in a couple of minutes. But no, it doesn't. It's really. I do have one with a warp drive on it, but that's more of a warp shuttle. So if we look at this, this is the one with a warp drive in it, but it has no cargo hardly. It literally has the cargo for the warp cells. And the idea behind this is my warp shuttle. So if I want to get out to my mega nodes and mine, and then pop back again. So what I usually do is where I have a mega node, I drop some containers down, mine into those, then I warp to and from Alioth. You know, so let's say I'm going to have I'm going to do an hour's worth of mining. I'll go and warp out to Simeon. That's where my mega nodes are. Do a bit of mining, mine them into the container there, then I'll walk back here, and then I'm back at my base, say if I want to do some streaming and voxel work or need to do some factory work. However, and in order to get the ore back, when I'm running missions on my mission runner, which is, this is just a element only ship. When I'm running missions, I'll nip to Simeon and pick up, after I finish my missions, I'll nip to Simeon and pick up the or then AFK it back to Alioth. So that's how I do my Mega Node mining. So that's the use case for this warp shuttle. Whereas this is just logistic ships for in and around Haven, Alioth, you know, that kind of area. I just manually go to it. You'd struggle to get a warp core in here as well as like a medium container, because that's where the warp drive goes for it. But yeah, you're welcome to have a free one of these if you want, bud. They cost less than $1 million to make. My next ship will have warp drive on it after this. I mean, this has a warp drive on it, but it's a scanning ship. I could theoretically make a variant of it, take the scanners off and put containers in, but it doesn't really have the engines for hauling. It's not really designed for that. The space engines are designed to get it into space so it can warp, and the Atmo engines are designed to get it, and also to, you know, if you're scanning a moon, it can maneuver around the moon. And then the Atmos are there for just manoeuvring around. It's not designed to carry too much ore. Maybe a little bit of ore if you're just like mining while you scan, because I know people like to do that. So what I'd have to do is do a variant of this and put like extra large engines on it, more atmos, things like that. So, but what I'm probably going to do next, when I find the time, after that's finished, is I have this ship up here. This is my mission runner. This does all the heavy lifting at the moment. But it's element only. And it doesn't have a warp drive. But you could easily put a warp drive on it. You can have I could build one of these for you if you wanted. But it's element only. It doesn't look pretty or anything like that. I think the cost of that would probably be about between 2 and 3 mil. For just the elements. But there's plenty of ship. If you check the dual universe third verse Discord server, there's plenty of ship showrooms that are listed in there, and you'll probably be able to find like a pretty nice someone doing a token in there, tokens as well. Right, okay, so I think we're going to wrap it up there. Sorry folks, it was a really short stream today. But we'll just see if anyone's streaming DU. Oh no, it's just little old me. Okay. So we'll end it there. I will probably be on tomorrow. So yeah, check me out then. And yeah, Willie can, if you want one of those ships, just let me know. And we'll I can come drop it off. Alright. Catch you later folks. Have a good rest of the day.